Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, Rendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's try to get this episode up to
530 likes.
530 likes.
Said 525 yesterday. I think 5 more.
Let's just get
five
5 more for this one. So if you're watching this show on YouTube, hit that like button. If you're listening to this in the audio realm, you can still help the cause. You can leave us a rating, review, or a comment. That goes a long way towards helping Going In Raw grow and expand. We went past finally on YouTube 193,000 subs.
Yeah, man.
No, unless they do another purge, there's no sign of that slowing down. A little bit of that I think is thanks to 10 for the win.
I think a lot of that's thanks to 10 for the win.
That's been doing good. We got a new one coming up this Saturday. I've been working on it. This is a good one, man. There's some goofy stories from the world of wrestling.
Yeah.
When wrestlers get under each other's skin and they end up going into real fisticuffs.
Throw hands.
They throw hands. This is a good one. I got some goofy stuff. If you follow us on the Instagram at Steven Larson, you'll see I posted a little still from this week's episode where I took Sid's.
You're kind of that's kind of a bit of wish fulfillment for old Larson.
Yeah, I know you're a huge Sid fan now. It's great.
He's the best, worst wrestler ever.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's great. Anyways, so NXT happened. Oh, also we're on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson. A bunch of reward tiers over there, including a bunch of bonus stuff. Man, so we didn't do our gift exchange publicly this year for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
However, you got me 2 things. One is that wonderful book. I forget what it's called, but it's about
Capital Wrestling, the early days of WWF.
Yeah, Capital. There you go.
I got you Lucha Libre Heroes del Ring.
AAA. It's their Xbox 360 video game.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
And so we played that on our bonus episode yesterday.
Yeah.
On the Patreon, we created a new luchador, Psycho Friendo. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, I think we did a good job with him too.
I don't think we did a good job. I think we did a great job.
So we kicked off the story mode there because 2K20 it's not playable.
It's a huge pile of crap.
It's a massive pile of crap. So we figured we'd do something new. We're big fans of AAA.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that for Patreon stuff.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's some new patrons here.
Great idea.
So we can give them some shout outs. Let's see here. Weston Gibbon Music, Jordan Moten, Daniel Warner, Jamie Small, and Shane Harrison.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much for your support. We do appreciate it. The Time Splitters reunited.
That was cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know that's not in the thumbnail. Thumbnail's Gargano versus Balor. But for nerds who like the New Japan stuff, Time Splitters, Alex Shelley is Kushida's tag team partner.
Yeah. Which probably means they're going to lose.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that it'd be like a one. Who are they fighting?
Grizzled Young Veterans.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling.
Yeah, so it'll be Grizzled Young Veterans versus Undisputed Era on that side of the bracket, I believe.
Yeah.
And then Imperium versus Matt Riddle and Peter Dune are going to beat Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster then.
Yeah, that's correct.
So that'd be good. Imperium
because you can't just have the Broserweights as a one-off.
No.
You can have Time Splitters, evidently, as a one-off.
Yes, because I think Alex Shelley is like semi-retired at this point.
Yeah, he is, yeah. But he also did like a stint at the Performance Center.
Yeah.
I was corrected, by the way, in the comments yesterday on a news brief. Mako Satomura did a guest stint at the PC.
Yes, I saw that too.
I thought I'd heard something. And then we had both read something about the potential of her signing on full-time if they were going to go.
Yeah, the idea was if they had started NXT Japan, then the hope was that she would sign on as a trainer. Yeah,
sure, yeah. And so, but no, NXT in a nutshell last night. I thought it was a terrific episode.
Show.
I thought that they advanced a couple stories. We got one match, as you see in the thumbnail, it's made solid. We all knew this was coming. Gargano versus Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Johnny Promo, as Finn dubbed him.
That's all you're cleared to do.
That's all you're cleared
Zing.
to do. Wow. So that happened last night.
We saw, like the women's division NXT is an embarrassment of riches.
Oh my! It's
so deep.
It's the best women's division
so good.
ever.
And so we saw the top six all in the ring at the same time to open the show, pushing that story forward. Rhea Ripley gets zero time to celebrate being NXT Women's Champion. And Shayna Baszler wasn't even involved in any of that.
Shayna wasn't involved, and Mia Yim wasn't even involved. She had a match later on, and then we saw apparently the debut, I guess, the proper debut of Chelsea Green.
Yeah. We didn't see Tegan Nox, no Dakota Kai involved in any of that.
My God.
Women's division there's like 12 deep.
They legitimately need a mid-card title more than the men do.
I know.
Like, they need a North American women's title or something, because it is stacked. It really is stacked. And that match to kick things off was flipping amazing. Yeah, that was really good stuff.
Got some, of course, the Dusty Classic kicked off.
Yeah.
2 really good matches. And the main event was great. New number 1 contender for North American title. That match is happening in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, that was just terrific.
And it was all a showcase for one Limitless Keith Lee.
Hey, I'll take a showcase.
Oh, I
for
will
him
absolutely too.
Time and time again. There was the only match in there that sort of, I guess, was a bit filler was Austin Theory versus Joaquin Wilde.
Yeah.
But I like showcases for young dudes.
Yeah,
you know?
totally. I mean, that was the first time I've actually, because I didn't watch was it the Christmas Day episode or?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Whatever one
the
Austin Theory
Strong
had the
one.
match. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
So this is actually the first time I've seen Austin Theory wrestle.
I am disappointed that Joaquin Wilde didn't have his LEDs.
He's got that helmet thing that he has to hold on his head when he gets through the ropes.
I know.
That seems a bit awkward.
It's all a bit awkward.
He needs a chin strap for it.
A helicopter on the top.
Well, chin strap. Yeah.
Well, that's practical. I'm just saying I want to add to it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's very busy.
The helicopter little thing on top would make it even harder for him to get in the ring.
Yeah, but
imagine that getting snagged on one of the ropes.
You know, it'd be entertaining.
Just pull it off and you're like, I lost my futuristic helmet type thing.
I look like a jerk now. Anyways, that's not the right notes. Here's the right notes. I was like, DDP showed up in NXT.
Oh,
That's
that'd be
weird.
great.
Anyways, hey, pretty cool to see them diamond cutters last night, huh?
Oh, it's always cool to see a
Wrong
diamond
episode.
cutter, man.
Wrong episode.
Nonetheless, it's always cool to see a diamond cutter.
It is. Anyways, why don't you kick things
How
off?
about DDP getting back in the wrestling ring next week? That's bananas.
Man, that dude retired his diamond cutter like 2 years ago.
That's before AEW was a thing, though, man. He's like, oh, I can come in and start diamond cutting people for Cody? Hell yeah, I'll do it.
I'm going to give him the bang. MJF was getting very explicit. We're on the wrong episode.
He was.
Yeah,
man.
It was pretty.
It takes a lot of moxie to say that in front of someone's dad.
I was very uncomfortable, to be honest.
That was uncomfortable. That was very uncomfortable.
Anyways, Rhea Ripley comes down.
Yeah.
She cuts a promo, or she starts to anyway. She talks about winning the title. And then Tony Storm. I mean, some of it last night, honestly, let's be frank, was used to promote Blackpool, too.
Obviously, yes. As well as Worlds Collide.
Yeah. And so 2 of the female competitors in the ring last night, we were talking about how stacked the women's division is, but 2 of them were NXT UK.
Still NXT, man. It's all under the NXT umbrella.
All right, fair enough.
I kind of feel like Tony is moonlighting between NXT Prime and NXT UK.
Yeah. It's like week to week.
If Kaylee Ray wins on Sunday, then Tony's out of there. UK, that is.
Probably. Yeah, probably. Even the UK women's division is stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, they've got a ton of great talent over there. Holy moly. Anyways, Tony Storm says, hey, remember that time I beat you?
Well, first she congratulates her, says, hey, good on you.
Yeah, well done. But I beat you twice. So what did you say? Something at the Worlds Collide. Yeah, she says she's going to, that's right. She's going to win the title, the UK title on Sunday, and then beat Rhea at Worlds Collide and beat Tony
2 belts.
Tony 2 belts.
And that is if Rhea has the guts to face her.
Yeah.
And Rhea's like, yeah, I'll face you. Sure.
Yeah. And then we get some dubstep music.
Yeah.
And Kaylee Ray's in the house.
Yeah, Kaylee Ray comes to the stage. She says, I don't think you got a shot on Sunday. Io comes out. She snatches the mic from Kaylee Ray.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Goes in the ring, starts screaming, and says she wants a title shot too.
Can NXT just freaking hire Evil away from New Japan so that Io can be happy? If that's the rumor we heard, if that rumor is correct.
Well, and also if that's the lone source of her discontent is that
she wants her hubby.
Or her fiance.
Oh, okay. Is that what they're engaged?
Yeah, that's what Morrow said a few weeks back.
Go. So yeah, let's do that. Let's have that happen.
He's in a pretty good spot in New Japan, though.
Yeah, he wouldn't be in a better spot in WWE.
No.
But I want to see my Io Shirai on camera, so I want whatever makes her happy.
It sounds like whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, well, I got to look out for number one, pal.
I guess so. Bianca Belair comes to the ring as well. She says, I'm better than you, I'm better than you, I'm better than you. She gets her finger in Rhea Ripley's face.
You don't even go here.
Yeah, that's what she said to Tony. Yeah,
She said that to Tony. I'm better than you, I'm better than you, I'm better than you. You don't even go here.
Well, then she puts her finger in Rhea's face, and Rhea slaps it out.
Yeah.
And then,
you don't even go here was hilarious.
That was funny. And then Candice comes down the ring. She doesn't have a mic, though, and Rhea's like, you want to fight, too? And Candice just kind of does a little shrug.
Kind of, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I want to fight.
Candice LeRae, man.
And she's like, all right, well, okay. Rhea then sucker punches Bianca. We get a brawl that breaks out in the ring. Candice had another really good character moment later on, after the match.
Okay.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
I'll also get to it now and mention it. So, after the faces win.
Oh, yeah. When she picks up the belt.
Where she's about to hand Rhea the belt.
Yeah, sure.
And then stares at it.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was
great.
really good.
That was great. Anyway, so there's a brawl that breaks out. Face to stand tall. And then really quickly, I guess the ref gets word in his earpiece, hey, this is going to be a tag match now.
There's 6 people out there.
Let's do a 6-man tag match.
Let's do this a tag match.
And he wanted the announcer announced the match. And that's what happened next.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get to it.
Holy moly, this is a good match.
It was fun.
Yeah, man.
A lot of fun. It was a pretty commercial break nearly immediately. Heels have advantage through commercial break. And as we come out of commercial, Candice hits a missile drop kick, sends Belair to her corner. She tags in Kaylee Ray. Candice with the upper hand briefly until Io distracts her. Storytelling there.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Distracts Candice before she can jump off the second rope. When she does, Kaylee Ray comes to, super kicks her. Heels get the upper hand again, although Io accidentally knocks Bianca Belair off the apron. Keep that in mind for later on.
Mm-hmm.
Candice, though, eventually low bridges Bianca. She goes to tries to get to her corner for the tag. Bianca runs around the ring to get in Candice's corner to intercept her, bring her back to her corner. Kaylee Ray is back in. She hits a swanton. She goes for the pin. Tony runs in to break that up. And there's a bunch of trading of moves, and everybody's laid out. We go to commercial again. We come back. Candice hits a poison Rana on Kaylee Ray. Belair again stops Candice from getting that hot tag until she finally does to Tony Storm. She takes it to Io and Kaylee Ray. Io gets the tag in. She hits corner knees to Tony. Backbreaker. She goes to the top to hit a moonsault. Bianca tags herself in. And Io is not happy about it.
Yeah.
And so they kind of do some jawing back and forth. Bianca picks up Tony for her finish. Io hits Bianca with a springboard drop kick and leaves. And that allows Tony the opportunity to go in, tag in Rhea Ripley. She hits a huge boot, a bunch of knees, a drop kick, and a riptide, all to Bianca for the win.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
And afterwards, Candice is about to hand the belt to Rhea. She does this and just looks at it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And they all raise hands.
It's very pleasant demeanor. Nothing menacing about it. It's just, this is a lovely
this is cool. I wouldn't mind having this at some point.
Might look good on me, too. But here you go. We're chummy.
Sure, Rhea.
Anyways,
we can be friendly for the time being.
Before we continue, though, here's a word from the sponsor of today's show, ExpressVPN. Are you looking to find a way to keep dirty hackers from doing a run-in on your online data? Then check out ExpressVPN, because it'll keep all your network data encrypted, safe, and secure from hackers.
Yeah, ExpressVPN is ridiculously fast and is compatible with all your devices, talking phones, media consoles, computers, smart TVs, and more. It's also incredibly easy. I didn't know anything about VPNs. Anything. Nothing.
Yeah.
Before giving ExpressVPN a try, but it was a breeze to set up. All I had to do was sign in, pick a location, hit connect, and off I went.
Boom. And right now, friendos can go to expressvpn.com/GIR and get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. Support the show and protect yourself at expressvpn.com/GIR.
Thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring today's show, and you're really helping out Going In Raw by going to expressvpn.com/GIR.
It's like playing freaking whack-a-mole with these hackers these days. Get one, another one pops up. Oh, missed that one. There goes all my,
They have my credit card information now.
Bang, done. Boom. No more.
No more.
Tommaso Ciampa had a video package after that where he's just talking about his Goldie.
He wants Goldie back.
He wants Goldie back.
He blames everything on Adam Cole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Baby. He says he's got an emptiness inside of him.
Yeah, well.
From Adam Cole, because Adam Cole took his life, and he wants his life back.
He should do something drastic. Say, like, I'm going to turn to drugs if I don't get that title back to fill the emptiness.
I feel like that's something more that AEW would do as opposed to NXT.
AEW,
I mean, that's why
all over the map.
That's why Adam Page is drinking now.
Yeah, I know. It's funny how, like, from the first episode to, like, the 17th or 13th episode or whatever, they fast forward to WCW like 2000.
I know.
Already.
There's some good, and there's some, I don't know what they're doing quite yet.
There's some crazy stuff going on.
I'm tempted to get that new Hangman shirt that has been drinking one.
You should. You totally should.
What do you mean by that?
Because, I don't know, because that's the gag on the show. You're an alcoholic.
I'm not an alcoholic.
You're a functioning one. Anyways, Keith Lee promo.
He says, no matter how many champions I have to beat, still not getting my respect around here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go out and earn my title shot tonight.
I think that's not true. Everybody respects you, Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Everybody likes him. Everybody respects him. He was in the freaking main event. Mm-hmm. You know, they give him lots of opportunities.
I mean, he says, no matter how many champions I pin, I'm still not getting the opportunity I want. Maybe that's what it was. Opportunity.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of a big difference there.
Yeah, I forgot what he said. Honestly, the only two promos I remember out of these was David Putty's. Because I'm really happy that our audience is really connecting Dijakovic top notch with David Putty.
Yeah.
Because it's impossible not to.
I know.
He's so David Putty.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that in a bit.
Right.
And then, of course, Damian Priest was great, too. Mm-hmm. But after that, we had a killer match.
Yeah, this was really fun.
Duff the Classic, baby.
Man, Forgotten Sons have really stepped up their game of late.
Yeah, they have. They've also, like, changed look, we never did figure out. They never really told us.
They're essentially Sanity 2.0. They got a very particular aesthetic and packaging, and we get a sense of who they are. Like, all we learned about Sanity is, like, they like chaos.
Yeah, but that's more solid than...
That's what I'm saying. We haven't got a manifesto from either. We never got a manifesto from either of them.
Yeah, but I always maintain, we always disagreed on this. I always maintain that with Sanity, no manifesto was really necessary.
But
they're basically squatters.
They're anarchist squatters, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. But I think that's what really kept them from forging or creating a real connection with the audience, because we just like, all right, they're squatters.
What was crazy to me was just how quickly it fell apart on Bane.
But I think that's why.
Yeah.
I think that's why, because you never got a sense of who they really were. You never knew who they really were. You got a sense of who they were.
They were, but no, I don't think that's why. I think they fell apart just because Vince didn't maybe Vince didn't get it. I don't know. Anyways, Forgotten Sons.
That's the point. There wasn't much to get.
Look, man, we're taking the scenic route. All I wanted to do was talk about the Forgotten Sons' new vests.
Yeah, they're great.
They look futuristic, and I was like, "Oh, are they futuristic motorcycle gang now?"
They're
like NASA.
They're futuristic motorcycle gang, former military
guy.
But
were they like in the Space Force now?
Who hang out in the junkyard?
Were they formerly in the Space Force fighting Martians or something? That's what I want to know. I need to do some fanfic on that.
Doesn't Trump want to start some Space Force?
They put aside money for it.
Oh God.
Yeah. They'll create jobs, maybe. Jobs for space people. and in fact, I think from what I read, the Space Force idea actually predated him by quite a bit.
All right.
Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, in his mind, it's probably.
Oh, in his mind, it's totally his idea.
I'm going to go rule Mars. Anyways.
He watched Total Recall and said, we could do that.
We could do that. This match was really, really fun.
It was fun. Before the match began, though, Imperium had a promo. Said they're looking to spread their message into 2020. Matt Sacred.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
It's a good message. We know what they're about.
Yeah, see?
The Sacred Mat.
Their manifesto can be distilled into 4 words.
Mm-hmm.
The mat is sacred.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Insanity never got that.
Yeah.
Just give them a catchphrase. They even got a catchphrase.
Yeah, but isn't that antithetical to what they are? They're chaos. Does chaos really need a catchphrase?
You can make it a catchphrase and make it, if you will, subtle. You have to put it on shirts.
The way Eric Young always presented himself, I feel like their catchphrase would be,
All right, fine.
He was like, how do you even spell what I
like?
Their
catchphrase was like their entrance.
Yeah.
And when they got the main, they ruined that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. Sanity was weird when they came up to Maine.
I always felt like Sanity was more of a good idea that never really crystallized in practice. Because I never, like I said, we got a sense of who they were. We never really found out who they were.
Yeah, I feel you. I do like the explanation. I think it was Triple H or somebody gave an explanation for Sanity and what happened to them.
Yeah.
And I think he kayfabed it. I think it was one of those conference calls or something like that, or an interview. And he said, yeah, once they got to Maine, they just fell apart as a group. And I was like, did you just kayfabe that? Like, because it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make
like,
sense.
they shouldn't, the way they acted, they should never have been a cohesive unit.
No.
Like, they're together, but then it could fall apart just like that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if they were squatters and squatting in NXT, once they got the call up to Maine, no reason to squat anymore.
I mean, that
you're making main roster money.
No, and it makes total sense because look, Nikki Cross, she's all like, dressed up now. She looks a lot less dirty than she did before.
Yeah.
Same with Alexander Wolf.
Yeah.
He landed. He's looking great in a tracksuit
now, and then
Eric Young looks like a young professional.
I know. And Killian Dane, even he's cleaned up a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, yeah. I get you. I
think you're onto something there. They got the paycheck and they're like, whoa, all this money.
I know.
Anyways, so yeah, they do that promo, and then the match starts happening.
Yeah, it was great. It was fun. It was a ton of fun. Towards the end, Eichner's going for a moonsault. Eichner had like a Richard Hamilton mask on. Did you notice that for the first half of the match?
Wait, who? What?
Eichner.
Yeah,
he had a mask on. Not a maskerist, but he had like a Richard Hamilton thing.
Oh my God, I did not notice that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it was dark. It wasn't like a see-through one. It was dark.
Jeez, man.
And then towards the end, it came off. And then he does this spot where he goes for the moonsault, and Wesley Blake gets his feet up, or his knees up.
Mm-hmm.
And so Eichner basically lands, I assume he had like a broken nose or some sort of orbital bone injury.
Yeah.
That's usually why or cheekbone. That's why you have to wear those things.
Yeah.
And so he landed essentially face first.
Gee, I have no idea why I didn't notice that. That's bizarre.
Because he didn't wear it during his entrance. When the match started, he put it on.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
So anyways, Eichner goes for the moonsault. Blake gets his knees up. And then Blake goes for a lion salt on Marcel Bartel. Bartel gets his feet up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bartel, this was great. Bartel tosses Blake to Eichner. He catches him, stalling suplex. He's holding up there forever.
Yeah.
Hits it, gets a 2 count. Several times you figure, all right, Forgotten Sons, they're done for. And they found a way to get out of the loss.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
At one point, Forgotten Sons hit the super kick Fisherman Plex combo. Eichner breaks it up by hitting a top rope crossbody onto Cutler, and that pushes Cutler into Blake, breaking up the pin. There's a couple of really creative pinfall breakups in this show. In the main event, the one with Dijak was great. Imperium goes for their finish. Wesley Blake escapes, sends Marcel Bartel ringside. Forgotten Sons go for their finisher, but then Bartel breaks that up, and that allows Imperium to hit their finish for the win. It was a really fun match. A lot of great back and forth, fast pace. It was like 8 to 10 minutes, but never let up. And there's so much
it was great.
Creativity in that 8 to 10 minutes.
It was fantastic. This and the other Dustin Classic match was really good.
They did a good job of booking Gallus pretty dang strong in that second match too.
I am putting for the live crowd the Patreon QA thread for Patreon. So there you go.
There you go.
Somebody who reminded me of this. Somebody said it in all caps. Jonah Smith. Thanks for the reminder. Totally blanked on that one.
There's a lot going on.
We were talking about it beforehand. Like, we're both kind of on Wrestle Kingdom time still. I'm like recovering from Wrestle Kingdom.
And we ran out of coffee. This is like both our first cup of coffee for the day.
Yeah, at home, both of us ran out of coffee.
So
that was weird. So anyways, this is great. Matt Riddle had an interview afterwards where he explains the deep process of tagging with Pete Dunne. He said, "Hey, Pete Dunne,
I don't know you very well.
I don't know you very well, but I'm the bro. You're the bruiserweight. We should be the broserweights."
And he gave me the Dunne special.
And I gave him the bro special. And then there we are.
And then the broserweights were born.
That was amazing.
And it was great that they piped in some of the crowd audio so you can hear them laugh as they were watching it live.
It almost sounded like sitcom canned laughter.
I know.
Because at every punchline, it was like, ah.
I know. It was pretty great.
But oh my God, I was laughing, man. That was awesome. That was great.
It was really good.
After that, we had Austin Theory versus Joaquin Wilde. We talked a little bit about Joaquin Wilde's lack of LEDs, which kind of bugged me.
He really hasn't had that since he's come to NXT. That was a TNA thing.
No, he did. Remember in the breakout tournament match?
He did, yeah.
It was like a lot too. It was like all over his helmet and all over his body, or he had the big vest or something like that. That's why I was so surprised that he didn't have it here. It was weird.
Yeah, he didn't have it. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
He had the weird helmet thing.
Yeah. I saw a tweet from him not too long ago. I think it was at the turn of the year, where he said something like, in 2010, he had his first tryout for WWE.
Wow.
And he was rejected. He got rejected like 4 times after that throughout the decade until finally 2019, he got in. So perseverance, man.
Pays off, man.
Yeah,
he had a pretty serious health scare at one point, too.
He did, yeah. He almost died in Mexico from...
he had some sort of injury in the ring.
Yeah, he had an injury in the ring.
I want to say it's a ruptured spleen, but I feel
I think it was that. I think it was something really scary like that. Yeah. So, but anyways, what do you think of what did you think of this match? I think Joaquin Wilde's really good. Austin Theory, he's only 22 years old.
He's super young.
And it's funny because I'm so used to NXT getting guys who have like tons of experience.
Yeah.
And Austin Theory comes off to me right now as a guy who's going to be really super good at 32.
Yeah, no.
Because his moves, I'll put it this way, he knows all of his moveset exactly the way it should be. But you don't get the sense of improv from him that you see from the older guys.
Yeah.
Or even guys like it. What it really did for me was illustrate just how crazy good two people of the same age, around the same age, Rhea Ripley and Tyler Bate, around the same age, they both wrestle like they're well into their 30s.
Yeah, no.
And this kid is really good. He's very athletic,
He's
obviously.
got all the tools. Yeah.
He's got all the tools. It's just kind of surprising to see somebody so young in terms of their in-ring work as well. He's not I wouldn't call him green in the ring.
No.
But he's like almost too crisp sometimes.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Yeah.
That was sort of my takeaway.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. See that.
But it was a fun match.
It was fun. I mean, it and I don't necessarily mean this as
yeah, I'm not trying to dog the guy.
Exactly. Pejoratively.
But goddamn, Tyler Bate's good, and he's so young.
He is really good. I know. Here's the thing, you watch a Tyler Bate match, nothing about it feels choreographed per se.
Yes. No,
and this felt a bit more choreographed.
It does, yeah.
Like, all right, this is my next mark for my next move, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And granted, it's a 4-minute match that, Austin Theory's going to win. And his TKO looks great. He gets the way he jumps before he drops his opponent. It looks great. His offense looks good. He's really athletic. But yeah, there's an experience factor.
Yeah.
Some people but Tyler Bates probably already been wrestling for 8 years.
Oh, I know.
If not longer.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Those guys start when they're like in,
I don't know when Rhea Ripley started training, but some people just get it.
Probably
immediately.
The same, And also with Tyler Bate, being around other guys who have been doing
being around Trent Seven, who's been doing it for 20-something years, probably is a huge benefit. Who knows if Austin Theory has had that kind of mentor?
Yeah, I don't know. But man, Tyler Bate's really good.
Tyler Bate is really good.
That Jordan Devlin match, he's got a match against Jordan Devlin this weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's going to be off the hook.
That's going to be off the hook, man.
Good Lord, that's going to be good stuff. He ruptured, Jimmy Thomas as well, ruptured his colon.
Wow, yeah, that's bad news.
Ouch. Yeesh.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah,
no, Austin Theory comes off when I was looking at him, I was like, he looks like a decent creator wrestler.
Mm-hmm. He still had indie trunks, indie pants.
Yeah, totally. Evolve pants, where David Starr says they don't pay people. Apparently, Darby Allin says the same thing.
Yeah. No, he's not. Darby Allin is not a fan of Evolve.
He's not a fan of. Do you work with Evolve? Yeah, sometimes. You tell them to go.
I know. To go F off. After that match, Austin Theory won with his TKO. You got some serious air on that.
Yeah, he did.
Got Damian Priest promo, so he's in his dressing room with a couple women.
Got some honeys with him.
And they're helping him put his vest on. That's like he bought from the Scott Hall clearance sale.
No, you know what, man? I'm going to give props because it was like a cool futuristic version of that.
I know, and it wasn't...
Because Scott Hall's was like just cloth. It was like cotton, It was like...
Well, he had a leather one at one point.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right.
But initially it was in the Outsiders days, it was black with the red on the shoulders. It looked like it was dripping blood,
and sometimes he would have like white.
That was in the WWE days, I think. When he moved to the WWE post-WCW.
Oh, I thought there were some bits in WCW. It was like white, but it was like... He hadn't washed it, so it was off. It was like dirty white.
Yeah, and that was on the trunks too.
Yeah.
I feel like that was more. I could be wrong. And it looked like that, but it was gray, like gunmetal gray.
It was gunmetal's like almost
black.
pewter.
Yeah. So it looked really cool.
It looked really cool, and it's a great shout out.
Yeah,
I thought
obviously.
that was, because obviously does he use
he does a Razor's Edge too. Yeah.
So obviously he's a big Scott Hall fan. He'd like the show because we got Scott Hall now on our news briefing show. Man. There you go.
How do you not like Scott Hall?
Everybody should love Scott Hall, unless you're like Shane Douglas.
I can understand why Shane Douglas might not.
Yeah,
like
me
him.
too. He talks shit about him.
But apparently Shane Douglas was cool as Kevin Nash. Like everybody's cool with Kevin Nash.
Well, he seems like a swell guy.
Yeah, no.
Scott Hall seemed kind of like a mess.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But as a wrestler, he's fantastic.
Oh my God, he's great.
He's a great storyteller too.
He's a terrific storyteller. And you'd want him on your side for sure.
Obviously.
Yeah. So anyways, he was like, winning the North American Championship. This could really make my name live on infamously.
That's how you become infamous.
That's how you become infamous. And he gives like the girl his jacket,
and she puts it on him and says, "Yeah, but becoming number one contender is how you become infamous. But if you win the North American title, that's how you live forever." Like he had to get every little bit of his 5 little words involved in his character into this one little promo.
Right.
He had to get Archer infamy live forever.
Yeah.
Somehow he did it.
Yeah. He accomplished that goal. And then one of the girls like, "Do you want a donut, Damian Priest?"
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Would you like a pre-match glass of champagne to celebrate? No, I probably should. No, thank you.
Oh, wait, maybe. No, I shouldn't. After that, we had another opening round match in the Dusty Classic. Undisputed Era. This is dream match. Tag team champion versus tag team champion. Undisputed Era versus Gallus. I was kind of open, and I was wondering, man. Well, number one, everybody else was able to make it. Where's Joe Coffey? They had Undisputed Era had Adam Cole and Roderick Strong at ringside. Where's freaking Joe Coffey to help out his guys?
Maybe he's just sitting at home doing this. I don't know.
He's sitting in the pub, drinking coffee or tea or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it's tea, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why. He has a match at Takeover.
Yeah, that's like
against Walter, right?
All my confidence points are going on that match for Walter to win.
Are we actually doing predictions? We should probably do that today if that's the case.
We can do some low-level predictions.
All right.
Like nothing's on the line. Nothing can be on the line.
No, I have the interim title over there.
There's no interim title.
Yeah, there is.
We don't do interim. We both hate interim titles.
No, I have a problem with interim titles, especially when someone takes the title that I won.
I got to check my email later, see if the police ever got back to me about
Big
Red.
You never filed the police report. I have the interim title. I'm fine with that until whatever. I'm going to get into it.
Anyways, why don't you talk about this match? Do we do good?
So early on, Gallus they did a good job of booking Gallus strong. And, pretty much just took interference from Adam Cole for Undisputed Era to get the win. Gallus has the advantage early. Adam Cole and Roderick Strong are up on the apron trying to distract Wolfgang. And that kind of works because Undisputed Era does get the upper hand until Mark Coffey Irish whips Kevin Owens, Kyle O'Reilly into the corner, and he does it again. Bret Hart style, where he runs into the turnbuckles chest first.
Yeah,
those guys don't knock the wind out of them whenever they do that.
No kidding.
They're professionals, that's why. Wolfgang comes in. Twice Wolfgang gets that hot tag and clears the ring out.
Yeah.
Book strong Wolfgang is. We go to commercial, we come back. Undisputed Era, now they have the advantage. They're isolating Wolfgang. O'Reilly puts Wolfgang in a heel hook. Fish tries to go around and keep Coffey out of the ring. That doesn't work. That fails miserably.
Yeah.
Coffey gets the tag in. He clears house. Clobbers Cole off the apron. Drops Kyle O'Reilly with a half Nelson suplex. Gets a 2 count. O'Reilly tags Fish in. They hit a bunch of kicks, get a 2. And then O'Reilly accidentally boots Bobby Fish off the apron. He takes a belly to back from Mark Coffey. Wolfgang in. He again clears house, and they hit a slingshot Samoan drop. Bob Fish in to break up that pinfall. Gallus sends Fish and O'Reilly ringside, and then Wolfgang tosses Mark Coffey over the top rope. Roderick Strong takes the brunt of that. Everybody else gets out of the way. So Cole's over there. He insecurities Wolfgang, and that allows Undisputed Era to hit total elimination to get the win.
I'm a huge fan of the Undisputed Era, but I was really pulling for Gallus in this one.
Yeah. Still pretty surprised they had a first-round matchup of champions.
Yeah.
But I guess if they don't want Gallus to advance, then it wouldn't make any sense for, like a lower-level team in NXT to beat them. They're supposed to be your champions. So
Yeah. Well, who knows? After that, we got a video package for the South Wales subculture. They're going to be taking on the Broserweights.
Broserweights, yeah. Sorry, Andrews and Webster, you're taking an L.
Yeah, probably. So that match, is it a 4-way triple threat? Is Imperium the tag match at Blackpool?
I don't know.
Is it Imperium, Grizzled Young Veterans, and Gallus? And Gallus.
Is it a ladder match?
Oh, that I don't know.
I don't remember. I haven't watched UK in a while.
Yeah, I know. I keep on meaning to watch it, but it's one of those things that just falls off my radar.
Next, we had a Johnny Gargano promo. And he goes on about how, Finn, you say your future is your past. Well, why don't you retrace your steps and come back here, face off against me? And Johnny says, hey, I remember in 2016. Ladder match.
It is a ladder match, yeah.
Said in 2016 you got that call to go up to the main roster. You couldn't wait to get out of NXT.
Yeah.
You're saying that you're Mr. NXT. You just want to see Trent Seven versus Eddie Dennis.
That's going to be a killer match.
Yeah, Trent Seven's going to lose to Eddie Dennis.
Well, yeah. That's okay. Trent Seven's like 1,000,000 years old. He's like literally our age.
I know, but he's still great.
Younger. No, he's terrific, but come on, you know his role now. He's great. Look at freaking Eddie Dennis right there. He's going to be champion, man.
No.
He's going to take that title off Walter.
No, he's not.
He'll be the first, like, mid-level. They need to get a mid-belt for them.
No, Jordan Devlin should be the first mid-card champion.
Jordan Devlin should take that title off Walter.
I agree, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
Joe Coffey will not be champion.
No. That'll be a good match, though.
Yeah, that'll be a great match.
That's another match you watch.
Just don't go to the top rope for anything, please. Don't do that. It's not how that worked with Pete Dunne.
Yeah, no.
Joe Coffey's like the least stable person
on the top rope.
on the top rope.
So yeah, Johnny says, yeah, Finn, you got that call in 2016. Get called up. You couldn't wait to get out of here. You say how much you love NXT, and NXT's in your blood, and you're the flag bearer of NXT. You couldn't wait to get out of here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Johnny, I got that same call in August, and I told him to get lost. I wanted to stay in NXT. And Johnny says,
was that weird anti call up? Was that like in August?
No, it was well before that.
Oh, okay, so he's just saying that happened. Okay.
And then Johnny says it eats Finn alive that NXT doesn't need him around to succeed. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the truth. Mm-hmm. That brings Balor out. He says, congratulations, Johnny, on your promo. Hell of a promo. But might as well just call you Johnny Promo because that's the only thing doctors have cleared you to do after I dropped you on your head.
Yeah, I do love, I forget if you mentioned this, but when Johnny mentioned the smiling Finn stuff, the extraordinary man. I love, that was great.
Yeah, that was great. And then Finn says NXT is his chessboard. It says, Johnny, you are soft. You're crying out there about not being at a takeover. Mm-hmm. Wah. Says, Johnny, I'll give you your moment at Takeover in Portland if you make it that far.
Ooh. He watched The Irishman. He's going to blow up his boat or car or something.
I see it, man.
What's that? Well, it's like a 5-hour movie. It's like one bit where like people are intimidating each other by blowing up each other's stuff.
That seems like to be like a kind of a bit of a story beat there.
It's not. It's really not. It's within the context of the rest of it. There's no, man. There's like 3 story beats in a 5-hour movie. Let's see here.
And then Cameron Grimes promo. He's kind of manically walking around backstage, seemingly like, I'm going to be North American champion. I'm going to win this match, be North American champion.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get a grizzled young veterans video package.
Yeah. Again, bummed out. I didn't see this part. I think I stepped out of I saw the when the Time Splitters thing happened.
Okay, so it was a Cameron Grimes promo, commercial break, and then out of the commercial break was the grizzled young veterans.
Was it awesome because my favorite Zach Gibson was in it?
It's short.
How much Zach Gibson was there?
I mean, he did some talking.
Did he do all the talking? And the other guy
for his
did
team,
none of the talking?
Of course, because James Drake never talks.
He never talks. He nods.
And then we had the Time Splitters reunion announcement for the Dusty Classic.
That's rad.
That'll be cool.
That's so cool.
And then Mia Yim versus Caden Carter was next. This is a fun match. Caden Carter, like match by match, is getting a bit more of her offense in.
Yeah.
She's really good.
But when you're in a company that's just stacked, you could be as talented as Caden Carter, but holy crap, it's gonna be a while before you know.
Early on, Mia Yim catches a Rana attempt from Caden, hits powerbomb, gets a 2 count, and at one point, Mia Yim's kind of against the ropes, and Caden Carter runs towards her and gives her this great like face wash kick, and that Mia sold incredibly because she's like half her body's hanging out of the ring.
Yeah, that was good.
Great. She really sold
good.
that. Finish saw Carter jump off the top rope. Mia hits her with Protect Your Neck for the win. After the match, Mia helps Caden Carter up. And then Chelsea Green comes into the ring, lays them both out from behind. Robert Stone Brand has a promo. Says 2020 is going to be a year of Robert Stone Brand. And here's my first free agent signing, Chelsea Green.
That was kind of interesting because Chelsea Green was on main event. She had a match against Sarah Logan.
And she was on Raw against...
and then she was on Raw, of course. But on main event, they were making it sound like she was like a Raw superstar. But
change of plans, I suppose.
Change of plans or miscommunication, who knows? Or maybe they just wanted this to be like a surprise thing. But the way she was acting, she felt it feels like she's very much in NXT.
Yes.
That's what it felt like last night as a foundational piece for Robert Stone Brand. Which is pretty great. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see who else becomes the next member of
Robert Stone Brand.
Correct.
After that, Dijak promo.
Do we have 30 minutes to talk about this?
I don't think
it was like a minute long.
And he was like doing putty lines while throwing elbows in between each.
He was pacing back and forth. That little jacket of his is the goofiest thing. He's so goofy. Everything about him is goofy.
Yeah,
but God damn it, I love to watch him wrestle. He's so much fun to watch wrestle.
He is good.
So yeah, he was like, yeah, tell my family I'm going to get that North American title. Yeah, so we go there.
9 months ago, I told my family getting title. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to go do that. Then, yeah.
We'll get some Arby's afterwards.
It feels like an Arby's night. So I told my family that, and then I looked at the 8-ball. 8-ball says all odds look good. Anyways, after that, there was another Ciampa promo where he's still yapping about his dumb title. And then next week, there will be a battle royal for the number one contendership for the women's title. And, man, you look at that lineup, it shows like the card. It's stacked because they even have like Shotzi Blackheart's in there. Chelsea Green is in there, but then all the standard, all the people who are waiting in line basically for that. So that should be fun. I love battle royals.
I know it's going to be great.
I'll watch that. And then we had our main event. Damian Priest versus Dominic Dijakovic versus Cameron Grimes versus Keith Lee.
Great match, man.
Holy crap. And it was funny because it was during this, and it's not just they do this every week now, and it's starting to get kind of old. The Keith Lee rising into frame. The gifable, memeable stuff, which is fine. I like it. I'm not going to complain about it. But in general,
it's a bit ham-fisted to force it into every week's show.
Yeah, it is. But that being said, the TV direction on NXT, like this match made me realize just how damn good it is. Because everything is framed perfectly for the story being told. And it was illustrated most towards the end when Dijakovic booted the pin attempt.
Yeah, that was great.
From the outside. Because I was like, man, he's out. Damian Priest about to win this thing. And then all of a sudden you see this big boot come into frame. And they didn't. It's not like the cameraman had to be over here to watch it happen. It was a surprise.
Yeah.
And I love that they do that. It's so well done.
I know, me too. That was great. Completely unexpected.
Yeah.
So early on, Keith Lee and Dijakovic are kind of teaming up to start. They both try to hit their finishers. Priest and Grimes escape. Lee and Dijak take them out. They square off. Some back and forth. Ends in a stalemate. And they're like, yeah, we're pretty good. Grimes and Priest back in. They attack him. So Dijakovic tosses Damian Priest. Lee catches him. Powerbomb type position. And then he starts swinging Damian Priest around as a weapon to knock down Dijakovic and Grimes. And then he powerbombs Damian Priest and Dijakovic's back. This whole match was a showcase to show off all the incredible things that Keith Lee can
Pretty
do.
much, yeah.
Just in case you need a reminder.
Because everybody else, it was basically everybody fighting Keith Lee.
Pretty much.
It wasn't like, every once in a while he'd be taken out of the match, but like nobody really got much of a spotlight beyond a couple moves here and there. But Keith Lee was all over it.
Yeah, he was fully in the spotlight. So Dijakovic and Grimes, they're ringside, and they're kind of teaming up to take on Keith Lee, dropping him with strikes. He eventually powers out, though, and he kind of tosses them aside. And then Priest is going for that step-up tope, and Keith Lee, like, he's up, he sees it, and he says, come on, do it.
Yeah.
Priest puts on the brakes, and then Grimes from behind hits Keith Lee. Dijakovic joins in. Priest does hit that step-up tope, lays everybody out. We're back in the ring. Lee hits like this great deadlift superplex on Damian Priest. It was like what Cesaro does all the time. It was awesome. And then Dijak follows immediately with a moonsault to Lee's back. That gets him a 2 count. Grimes is back in. He hits some kicks on Dijak. Dijakovic, German suplex that earns him a 2. Priest hits a Frankensteiner on Grimes, but Lee catches him. Again, powerbomb position. Dijak grabs Grimes from Lee, hits Feast Your Eyes, but then Lee pounces him out of the ring. Priest comes up from behind Lee, hits a Reckoning, goes for the cover, and that's when Dijak's giant foot comes into frame to boot Damian Priest off the cover. That was great.
That thing is like, that damn leg is like 10 feet long,
It's
man.
huge.
It's crazy.
You got like a size 16 shoe, too.
Yeah.
So Dijakovic and Priest, they're squaring off. They hit some boots at the same time. They're kind of on their knees. They reach out, grab each other by the throat, looking for choke slams. And that's when Keith Lee emerges from behind them. He grabs them both, choke slams both of them. He goes for a tope, but then Cameron Grimes catches him for that. I don't know if it's a shooting star press or moonsault type slam.
Yeah.
Power slam. That gets him a 2 count. And then Grimes takes out Priest with the moonsault ringside. And then he gets on the apron, hits a cave-in on Dijak.
On the apron. That was awesome.
Goes to the top, tries to do a top rope move to Keith Lee. Lee hits him with double chops. And then in the end, Keith Lee spirit bombs Cameron Grimes, pins him, become new number 1 contender for your North American
spots
title.
were there where Keith Lee caught a guy in powerbomb position? I know there was the one with Cameron Grimes.
Two.
And then wasn't there a Damian Priest one also?
Yes.
I love that stuff. Like, I cannot fathom how difficult that is to do.
Oh, it's got to be incredibly difficult.
Right? Man, crazy good stuff.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Awesome.
All right, let's see here. I'm going to take to the Discord first.
Oh, we got a new channel member, Josh Parks. Welcome.
Welcome, Josh Parks. You get access to all the bonus content if you're a YouTube channel member. So if you have some objection to joining on the Patreon, but you're all about the YouTubes, you get access to
all the perks,
bonus
same
content.
perks that $5 patrons receive, I believe.
Pretty much.
Joshua Martinez says, so effing glad that Gargano versus Finn is at Portland. Already looking forward to it. Joshua Martinez is going to be there in person.
I know. We should go to Portland.
I'd love to go to Portland.
Alex Foster. Oh, wow. He says, what tag teams would you make out of the Florida Loop people? Is the really tall guy fighting on the Florida Loop yet?
I thought he was.
So like him and Kona Reeves. And Kona Reeves always acts like he's taller than the really tall guy.
That's good.
That's the best idea I have. And it's
good.
the only one I'm going to give.
Who else is? Oh, give me Dexter Loomis.
Oh, man, yeah.
And Bronson Reed is a tag team.
Oh, that's good. But I feel like you got to rebook Bronson Reed to be like, I don't know, some sort of, I want them to be like the NXT equivalent of Travolta and Samuel Jackson in Pulp Fiction.
All right.
I could see that maybe.
Yeah, that could be good. Nikyle on AEW. Anyone see MJF
jerking during DDP's promo? Was he doing this or something? Just give him the jerk sign?
He tweeted during it.
Was he like literally jerking?
Oh, I didn't notice his hands down his pants.
I didn't notice anything going on down there. That'd be pretty obvious.
He did tweet, when is this old fart going to shut up?
Yeah. Let's see here. Ryan Luckman, good idea for post-show today. Fantasy book AEW or NXT in 2020. We haven't talked about what we're going to do for...
I think we should start Thursday post-show. Should just be Who Won Wednesday.
Yes, I had the same thought because I love that theme, like the slowdown theme that I did in the graphic. Man, we're on the same page. I love it.
Good. DKC returns. How baggy were your pants, jeans in the 90s? Fairly. I wore my clothes a lot looser in the 90s than I do currently. That's kind of the thing. You wore baggier stuff.
Yeah, like I never did like a sag.
No,
thing.
I never did that either.
I never did that. Like that's when that started.
Yeah.
I never did a sag, but yeah, I mean your jeans were generally baggy back then. That was the style. If you had like tight jeans, you were kind of weird. You know. Let's see here. Jonathan has a video clip from something that is involving the Showdown or Collider or something, because I see Christian Harloff there.
Oh, okay.
And he said, they said you can do a wrestling trivia. So we'll have to look at that when we're done here. We're going
to get destroyed if it's a wrestling trivia thing.
Depending on who it's against.
Well, depending on kind of like the period of time, too.
I feel like, so if it's movie trivia, I feel like we're not going to do great. Because they can get really obscure. Wrestling trivia, I think against who else would we?
Oh, I don't know. Like Brian Zane would destroy us.
Brian Zane would murder us.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if, otherwise, I think we could probably take like JD. We could take Cronin.
Yeah, maybe.
I think there's a lot of people we could probably take in the community.
Maybe.
Yeah. Not Dave Meltzer.
No.
We would get murdered.
No.
Just murdered. He would be doling out names. We have no.
Yeah.
That's the guy who should be coming up with the questions.
Yeah.
Him or Cornette or something like that.
Yeah.
Because those guys like have deep knowledge.
They know their stuff.
But I don't know. I feel like if it's something like on the Schmodown, I think that we would be probably top contenders if there was a Schmodown-esque wrestling thing.
I don't know. I'm pessimistic about our chances. Nick C, can't wait for the debut of the Broserweights.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
That's gonna be
to
great.
see those guys interact. It's
Oh,
going
I
to be
know.
great. Let's see here. Greg Morris, use your Nostradamus abilities and predict what you think will be NXT feud of the year.
Oh, I mean, the early odds
Look at my
got to
tea
be.
leaves over here.
It's got to be Keith Lee versus Adam Cole, baby. Whenever that does happen, because it will happen.
Let's see here. Boy, it's difficult to see who like Rhea Ripley is going to have as like a challenger, as like a
A legit challenger.
yeah. Man, oh man, I'm going to say this. So if we're saying UK is under the umbrella, I'm going to say Walter versus Jordan Devlin.
Oh, yeah.
I think Devlin's going to come out on top again in this Tyler Bate match.
Yeah.
But they need to wait till like the end of the year to do it, like really build up
Yes,
Devlin.
exactly. Rich Harsty says, got my tickets for NXT Portland 2 jacked.
Oh, cool. You need to take a picture with Josh Martinez. Ryan Luckman, you guys are given the power to rewrite the wrestling universe. What will you change about the wrestling past?
Well, there's so much.
Well, I mean, I guess like if you take like unfortunate deaths out of it, because that's kind of dark, isn't it? Like obviously it's like save Owen,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
save Eddie, save Benoit's family. I mean, there's a ton of dead wrestlers.
I guess you limit to, say, booking decisions or something like that.
Okay.
Don't have a Stone Cold turn heel.
I still maintain the most entertaining decision, because we've had this question before. The most entertaining decision I would make is I would go find Brett and I would warn him about the Montreal screw job. I would like to know how Brett would how he would react, knowing
Yeah.
what the exact sequence of events was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But he still goes out to the ring that night.
Yeah.
What would he do?
Doles out his own form of justice. He would probably do.
Sean would be screwed.
Yeah, he would.
He would be screwed.
We would have a new entry on
He
the
would
weirdest
put-
shoot moments in the ring.
Yeah, he would put him in a sharpshooter and make it legit.
Yeah.
You know, he'd
Yeah.
make that dude actually tap out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Andrew Jocelyn, Dijakovic's promo was killing me. I hate you guys. I want Arby's now. Imagine Dijakovic and Priest in a sitcom. I think that'd be great.
I'd love it. I'd love it.
That'd be great.
You want to go out partying with me, Chris?
Chris. Let's see what Magic 8 Ball says.
Staying inside. Arby's night.
Arby's night.
Have you tried Postmates? They bring you Arby's.
Wolfpack for life. People always talk about the worst booked NXT stars on Raw or SmackDown, but who's the worst booked indie stars ever in NXT?
Indie stars in NXT. Like people who just came in for a second?
I'd say anybody who's come into NXT and like creatively they completely dropped the ball on them.
You know, I was bummed out because like when Austin Theory's Tron was happening, for a second I was like, wait a second, is this going to be Dexter Lumis? And then it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Austin Theory.
I'm sure there's an answer, but it's not coming to me quite yet. Oh, I mean, injuries played a large part of it, but Kenta.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I still kind of wonder. The thing about Kenta is that I'm not optimistic that they ever would have figured him out. Mm-hmm. But you can't dismiss the injuries. He got injured like a bunch there.
Yeah, he did.
Mike Fiend, Robert Stone managed a tag team of Matha and Riddick Moss. Yeah, the Outliers. At a live event I went to. Do y'all think that will work on TV? I don't know if they're going to stay in the UK for a while.
Yeah, and if they are, I mean, they already took a loss in UK.
D Minor, who needs more airtime on NXT TV? Dexter Lumis. Mm-hmm. He needs to get on TV, man.
Yeah, man. Prince C. Ross got a lot of good comments on the Friendo Club shirt last night. Too good, me brother.
Oh, nice. Very cool. I put your picture on our Instagram stories. You can follow the Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. If you guys send us pictures of the Friendo Club shirt or any of our shirts, or if you guys just at shows doing the too good or the too sweet or whatever, and we get them on Twitter or whatever, we'll put them up on our Instagram stories. Mm-hmm. Unless you don't want us to, and just let us know. Just don't send us the picture.
Yeah, exactly. Ollie B, what's Bartel's ceiling in NXT WB other than Walter? He's probably the guy in Imperium with the singles future. Agreed 100%. Marcel Bartel's great.
He is terrific.
He's probably the best promo in all of Imperium.
Yeah.
He's great in the ring.
Oh, Alexander Wolf's voice. Yeah, his voice is good too. Yeah, he's got a great look to him. He is terrific. How old is he? He's only 29.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
he's got good size. What, 6'3", 220? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit for him.
His ceiling is huge.
Yep.
Huge.
Anthony F. Content. Hey, friendos. I'm curious about Rhea's reign as champion, whether she should have another standard long run like Oscar or Shayna did, or if a little bit of hot potatoing would be better to keep her fresh. It'd be nice to see EO or someone else take it for a bit before dropping it back. Also, Steve, glad Floor Lights is back.
Me too.
That's kind of what they typically kind of do, though, I feel like, is they have a long run and then they kind of pass around a little bit. Because when Oscar vacated, Ember had it for a spell.
The key,
but then I guess Shayna got it right away, but then she dropped the Kyrie and got it back.
The key to the hot potato is keeping the intensity over it up.
Yeah.
So if she loses it, it's got to be kind of in shock fashion.
Yes.
And then the next episode, she needs to be ripping everything up, trying to figure out a way to get it back. You have to keep that because that's how it worked. I mean, the best example is when, Austin only had it for 3 months when he first won it. And then, I don't know, it was on Kane or somebody like that. But it was Austin was just like wreaking havoc after that, trying to get it back.
Yeah.
And so you want that.
Totally.
You want the chase.
Adrian C., assuming Io and Bianca and Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai continue to feud for the next month or so, who's a logical choice to win the Battle Royal next week? He says Candice seems to be an obvious choice as Shayna looks to be getting called up soon.
I could see it being Candice because I don't think they're going to give her the title anytime soon.
Yeah.
And in fact, I would actually bet that Candice would end up on Raw or SmackDown before she'd get the title.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody.
Unless she's the type who's like, yeah, I've been doing this a long time. I don't really want to go to Raw or SmackDown. I
I'm
can see
assuming
that
she
too.
can stay in NXT as long as Johnny's there.
Yeah, and that's true too. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anybody else on the heel side of things. Because it was Io, it was Bianca.
Bianca's had a few shots,
and it was Kaylee Ray, but Kaylee Ray's not going to come to NXT Prime.
And it feels like they're going to do an Io Bianca thing, anyways.
So yeah, I guess Candice is probably the most likely.
Yeah.
Jake Montford, what do you see NXT doing with Grimes after losing in the main event?
They'll keep him strong and sort of had him float around until he gets the North American title.
Give it a year.
Yeah.
Ollie B, who is Finn going to recruit to F up Gargano? I don't think he's going to recruit anybody. I think he's going to do it himself.
Yeah, man, he's going to blow up his boat. That's how it goes. Anyways, how are we going to handle this? We haven't even talked about, are we just going to hop into AEW? We're going to take 15 minutes, eat lunch, then do AEW?
Yeah. We'll come back and do AEW after. We'll do it like we normally do. We got a couple more super chats. Dom L, happy birthday, Ruby Riot. And Jeffrey Nguyen says they're dropping the ball on Kona Reeves. Don't know if I agree with you on that one there.
Yeah, Jeffrey. But we've heard lots of good things about Kona Reeves. God, who was it? Somebody at the Performance Center said something really good about Kona Reeves. I think was he working with Sheamus or something in the Performance Center when Sheamus was working to come back?
Maybe.
It was something like that. And he's impressing everybody.
Oh. Well, I hope
Kona Reeves might have a really good 2020.
He might.
That wouldn't surprise me. I always like when he comes out. Did he got what was it, Ricochet? Annihilate him in the build Survivor Series when they invaded Full Sail?
Yeah.
Remember Kona Reeves coming up for a match and all of a sudden Ricochet just comes out of nowhere?
Out of the frame. That was great.
That was terrific.
I just felt like they dropped the ball in that finest gimmick. Book him like an 80 movies villain and that would have worked.
Yeah, but then you're booking him really strong. All those 80s movie villains were booked really strong.
I know, but usually they had henchmen to do most of the dirty work. That's what he needed.
I wonder if there's a level of...
But you have a guy who hasn't done anything in NXT, and he's coming out. He's saying he's the finest wrestler in all of NXT.
Yeah,
of course it's going to fall flat.
Yeah, but he also I know. Well, the problem with NXT, or not the problem, the thing about NXT, because you remember, look, he might be getting a lot of praise, but whenever we've seen him in a match, he seems slow.
Yeah,
and I wonder what the criteria is. I mean, I'm sure it's just simply the nebulous idea of he's ready for TV by seeing what he's doing in the Performance Center and on the Florida house show loop.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if like he hasn't been maybe wowing in terms of, well, we know we can get this guy in. He's going to put on a 5-star match. Because, dude, the level of competition in NXT is so high.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a situation where maybe, they did some evaluation with them. They said, here's the things you got to improve on. And he's been working hard to
that could be,
improve on his weaknesses.
Yeah.
I think it seems in WWE, at least in certain circles, that if you really work hard, you're generally rewarded for your efforts.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily with titles or stuff, but with opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Anyways, that's it for now. We'll be back in a little bit for AEW.
Yep.
We're not gonna wait till 1 though, right?
Well, we don't have to. No.
Okay, cool.
We'll eat lunch and so on and so forth.
So hey, hit that notify bell and then select all. Theoretically, it should work.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.